Thank you. Sir T.K.S. Elangovan.
Thank you, Deputy Speaker, sir, for having given me the opportunity to speak on this subject. Sir, at the outset, on behalf of the DMK, my first request to Sri Hana Hazare is to stop fast, and he should protect himself with good health, so that there may be issues in the future where he has to involve himself and fight for the downtrodden, for the people who need somebody to lead them. So my first request to Anna Hazare ji is to end his fast. Sir, time and again there were agitations in parts of this country which the government had responded. I can quote one agitation which was held in Tamil Nadu, which was led by Tandai Periyar, Ariyan Anna and the late leader Kamaraj. They fought for the inclusion of reservation provisions in the constitution for the sake of the downtrodden people. That was well received by the government of India, and the first amendment to the constitution was passed in the same house. I can even quote another incident where, with only 2 members of the DMK elected to this house in the year 1957, the DMK wanted that Hindi should not be imposed on the non-Hindi speaking states. Here, Honorable Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru gave an assurance that Hindi will not be imposed on non-Hindi speaking states until they wish to have Hindi as their official language. So even small requests, if reasonable, have been accepted by the government. Now, Anna Hazare's demand was accepted by this government. On April 11th, when he was on fast, the government readily met him, spoke to him, sat with him, and prepared a bill, Lokpal bill, which is now introduced in this house and was sent to the select committee. Now the question is, there are 3 more issues which the Anna Hazare civil society is demanding. Sir, this issue, our Honorable Sharat Yadavji was speaking about the media. Sir, this issue, now early it started as a fight against corruption. Then the media turned it as a fight against the ruling party. Thirdly, the media converted it as a fight against the parliament. Now it has become a fight against the Constitution of India. This is the work of the media. Parliament has certain powers. It has its own supremacy. It has its own inherent powers. We are here to enact laws in this country. There may be demands, but it is for the Parliament to decide whether these demands are right or just. Because after 2.5 years from now on, the members of this house has to go to the people, seek their votes, tell them what we have done, tell them how we have acted, tell them what steps we have taken to against corruption. All these things we have to go to the people. It is a responsibility not only of the ruling party, it is also of the opposition parties. The people will judge us. Then it is left to the civil society to go to the people and say, see, this government has not acted against corruption. See, the government is for corruption. You need not vote for them. That is democracy. In a democracy, people are the judges, not the media. People are the judges, not only media. So it should be that this government is willing to introduce, legislate this bill, Lokpal bill. There are certain differences, a few differences. Here I can say that from the statement of the Honorable Leader of the House, 3 substantive issues, as the Honorable Leader of the House has pointed out: public grievances and citizens' charter, Lok Ayukta, and lower bureaucracy. Firstly, I will take this Lok Ayukta. me belonging to the DMK is fighting for the state autonomy. So I don't want this house to do anything against the autonomy of the states. We should not force anything into the states. RTI Act is different. That is the right, constitutional right. But this is not a constitutional right. This is for the states to decide whether to have a Lok Ayukta or not. Because there are many laws, many institutions to see that, to punish people against corruption, punish people against any criminal activity. We have seen, our Sharad Yadavji was telling us to how this same house has acted against corruption, how people were arrested and put on jail. So, Lok Ayukta is to be left to the states for them to decide. Lower bureaucracy, sir, there is a system. There are people, bureaucracy is of stages. Officers over them, there are officers, there are secretaries, joint secretaries, section officers. So these people should be made to act against any wrongdoings. If the power is taken by the Lokpal, whether with lakhs and lakhs of government employees in this country, whether it will become another our court of judicature where cases are lagging, a lot of cases are pending before them without being disposed of, and people are suffering for want of justice. So we should not burden the Lokpal with including the lower bureaucracy in it. But the Lokpal can have the powers to instruct the officers, instruct the higher bureaucrats to look into the issues, can give directions and see that criminals are punished, corrupt people are punished. Public Grievances and Citizens Charter, the Honorable Leader of the House had stated that, asked the question whether the Lokpal should have the power to punish all those who violate the grievance redressal mechanism to be put in place. Sir, the Lokpal shall have power to punish, but before that they should investigate into the issue and see as to what is the reason for not doing it, the public grievance redressal mechanism, why it has failed, why it was violated. So before punishing the officer, proper inquiry should be made into the issue. There is a fourth one, sir. I think it is in the letter written by Mr. Kejriwal. It says, if the government can agree to introduce Jan Lokpal, after removing those items on which we have differences, after cleaning by the law ministry, after clearing by the law ministry within 4 days, and clearing, but it is printed as cleaning, sorry. Clearing by the law ministry within 4 days, and also provide a commitment that the bill will not be referred to the standing committee. I don't understand the meaning of the word, because civil society members cannot come to this house and speak on the subject, whereas they can go before the standing committee and present their views. General public can go before the standing committee and present their views. All interested parties... So, this is a very good opportunity for the civil society, for all interested parties, like for Aruna Roy, everybody, they can go before the standing committee and explain their position, and the standing committee can also adopt as much as possible of the provisions. So this is wrong. This is not a proper stand. Maybe Anna Hazare is not properly advised in this matter. Sir, so sending the bill to the standing committee will definitely do good to the bill. So we are not against demeaning the powers of parliament in any way. This is the bigger institution, higher institution. Today this party is here, tomorrow the other party can come to power. So, but this institution should not be belittled, which the DMK will not allow. There are certain issues which the DMK had already raised, that the office of the Prime Minister should also be included within the purview of the Lokpal. We are for including all the political offices, whatever it may be, all the political offices within the purview of the Lokpal bill. So, with these words, I thank you for this opportunity, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.